2020, man. Call of Duty Ghosts came out 6 years ago, and it came out at a bad time. Lots of people hated on this game, and it's really unfortunate because it wasn't that terrible of a game. It wasn't perfect, don't make me wrong, it has a lot of problems, but it wasn't as bad as people made it out to be, and I actually quite enjoyed this game. So here I am, playing Call of Duty Ghosts in 2020. Unfortunately, this game is kinda dead. I logged in today about 12 a.m. and there's under 1,000 players online. Right when I was playing, there's probably about 300, 400. I'm sure though if you logged in at a different time during the day, there'd probably be a lot more people, especially if it were a Friday or Saturday. There's no people playing Domination in this game anymore, because Domination is probably one of the best modes in Call of Duty. It's beloved, and you cannot find Domination in this game. Rarely you can find Infected, so maybe when the population is at its peak, you'll be able to find an Infected game. But other than that, you're stuck with TDM, Search and Destroy, and Free For All, and Gun Game. Those are probably the main modes everybody plays, is TDM and Search, and Dom, but Dom is not populated. Maybe it is, and there's more people playing, but when I logged in today, there's 0 players. And there was probably about 2 people in the Infected playlist. Gun Game though, they nailed it in Call of Duty Ghosts. It is the best gun game they have ever put out in a Call of Duty, and I stand by that. The guns change up every round, and the guns change their attachments, and it's just a blast. Now here we are sitting in 2020, and a lot of people have come back in a way to realize that Call of Duty Ghosts isn't as terrible as it once was. It's not perfect though. But a lot of people who once hated on it came back and played this game, and a lot of people have had mixed bag on it now. This game definitely had its ups though, and some of it where they brought Search and Rescue to Call of Duty, which came back for Advanced Warfare. The guns were super balanced in this game. That's partly due because the time to kill was super fast. You melted people, but if you're able to melt people, you can melt them with anything. So then you could use anything, which felt really nice that you could use any gun in this game and be successful. The DLC in this game was amazing. The Season Pass probably has the best Season Pass maps we've ever had in a Call of Duty, and the microtransactions were not toxic. They were microtransactions though, but there was no supply drops, which is a huge W for Call of Duty Ghosts. Character customization. This is the first time we have seen character customization in a Call of Duty. You could do challenges to unlock different outfits for your character. You can do challenges to unlock different faces. They had face paints. Yeah, I like doing challenges to unlock stuff, which is fun. And when you're able to run around and people are able to see what you're able to accomplish in this game, it's pretty cool. They added field orders, which is a super underrated gameplay mechanic. Basically, it was these little briefcases that you would get after people died, almost like a kill confirm tag. You pick it up, there'd be a challenge, you complete the challenge, and you would get a care package. And this is the only way to get a care package because it's not in the kill streaks. And depending on the map, the care package could contain a special kill streak that's exclusive to the map. For example, in Strike Zone you could get a Chem Strike, which changes the entire map. On the DLC maps, on Favela, I believe you can get an AC-130. There's another map where you could get a VTOL Strike. On one of the maps you become Michael Myers, another one will be the Predator. All around it was just a lot of fun to go around and do challenges. If you're not going around getting streaks, it's just an extra thing to do, which is always good. And lastly, my last positive that I have about this game is the maps were dynamic. For example, on Tremor you could push around the garbage dumpsters. On Strike Zone, after a Chem Strike, the whole map would change. There was a bus at the back of a chasm that if you threw a C4 or concussion grenade in the back, it would fall off the map and change the map. There's also an elevator in that map that if you threw a C4 at it, it would fall. There's just a whole bunch of little things that change the map, which is really cool, and we've never seen anything like that before. Now, unfortunately, there's a reason why a lot of people hated Call of Duty Ghosts, mostly due to the time to kill and the maps. The maps, some of them were good, a couple of them were great, most of them were bad, and most of them were huge. Siege, Overgrown, Chasm, these maps are huge. They always go out to the timer. There's that other map that was always raining outside. There's that other snow map, which is probably part of the gameplay you're watching in the background right now. That match went out to the timer. because the map is big, and the time to kill was way too fast for some people. You got melted in seconds. Did not give you a lot of time to react, and unfortunately for Call of Duty Ghost, it came out at a really bad time. It came out after Black Ops 2, which a lot of people regard as the best Call of Duty ever. So we're already peaked at Call of Duty Black Ops 2, and then you come out with a game that has really terrible maps and a bad time to kill, and people were not fond of it at first. It definitely wasn't the worst Call of Duty, but it was just a really like a dumpster dive. Black Ops 2 was at the height of Call of Duty, and then it kind of just felt like it fell off a cliff. Another couple other things that sucked about this game were IEDs were way too powerful. It took them months to patch it, and they're still super annoying. Probably the worst players in all of Call of Duty play this game. They reside to the M27 thermal silencer LMG tactic, where they sit in corners with guard dogs, just wait for people, and they melt you. And another thing people didn't like was the colors in this game were pretty dull compared to Black Ops 2, which was super vibrant. Two other things I'd say are up in the air, whether they're good or bad, kind of depends on how you feel, would be the prestige system. Kind of the first change we've ever had to a prestige system. Instead of resetting all the way, you would start a new character, and by the end you would have like 5 different characters for 5 different prestiges, and you can go back to each of those characters and all the classes you made, which is cool in a way, but it didn't feel like prestige was as rewarding as what it could have been. And the created class system was not pick 10, which is probably the most balanced created class system we have. And then a couple other things to note in Call of Duty Ghost in 2020 is the connection issues are here and there. The players are definitely less sweaty in this game. Since almost all old Call of Duties, you go and play the old ones, and the players aren't as good because all the sweaty kids are playing Modern Warfare right now. They always play the newest Call of Duty and they're gone. So there's no skill-based matchmaking. You can go in, wreck some noobs. Occasionally you'll find somebody that'll give you a run for your money. Lastly, it is a little difficult to find DLC maps if you have the season pass. You're going to be sitting in a queue for a little bit, and it'll just put you into the regular map playlist. Another thing to take away is I had fun playing this game in 2020. It was a blast. There was times where I got annoyed. You could see on Warhawk, I was playing against a couple kids that were using grenade launchers and danger close, and this other guy was just drop shotting like crazy, and that was a little annoying to say the least. But I still had fun on the other games I played, which is a huge plus. Having fun in Call of Duty is kind of what the point of playing this is, and with skill-based matchmaking in Modern Warfare, it is tough to have a good time in that game. And for Extinction, I went and checked it out. There's under 100 players playing it right now. It's probably about 65. About 30 of them are in point of contact. 14 of them are on the snow map. There's about 8 people on Mayday, and no one was on Awakening, and Exodus had about 6 people. So yeah, Call of Duty, while it is still alive in 2020, it's hanging in there on its last little legs, and play it while you can before it's too late. With that being said, if you like Call of Duty Ghost, give this video a like and tell me your favorite thing about this game. Let me know, drop a like, comment, and subscribe. I'll catch you guys in my next video.